In this part of the demonstration, we'll take a look at a couple of our databases that have different interfaces. There's no way to cover each individual database that we have, but once you understand the basics of using one database, you will know what to expect from all of them. So just to reiterate, our databases, with a few exceptions for streaming media, provide articles from magazines, journals, and newspapers. And as a college student, you will be expected to use these resources in your research. You can get to specific databases from our homepage by clicking on the All Databases icon. We have over 70 databases to choose from, but what I'll be showing are the two that we recommend for students who are just getting started with their research. The first database we'll take a look at is Academic Search Premier. Academic Search Premier covers a very broad range of topics and is a great first stop when searching for articles. It's one of the EBSCO databases, all of which have the same interface and operate under the same rules. So learning to use one of the EBSCO databases means you have learned how to use them all. For example, Agricola and Academic Search Premier both look the same, but they have a different focus. From within Academic Search Premier, if you type in something like, "How are children affected by secondhand smoke?" you won't really get the kind of results you're looking for, because these databases are based on keyword searches. So if we type in children and secondhand smoke and health, you will likely get better results. Before you start going through your results list, there are a few things you can do to refine your search results. On the left-hand side, you should choose full text so that you have complete access to the items in your results. Change the publication date, depending on your particular needs, and you can decide if there's a particular kind of source you want the results to come from. Those few refinements have taken my results from well over 900 to just over 100, which is a lot more manageable. To get information about an article, you can just click on the title. From here, you will find a lot of useful information about the article. At the top is the publication information, and if you scroll down a little, you'll see some of the official subject terms that are used for the article. You can use these subject terms to find additional articles that fall under those particular subjects. There's also an abstract that will summarize the article, which is helpful when trying to assess its usefulness for your research before reading the entire article. Over on the right-hand side, there are options to print the article, email the article to yourself, save the article, get the citation, and get a link to the article. If you're ready to read the article, all you have to do is click on the full text link. This will provide you with the entire article and will also provide the same options on the right-hand side from the previous screen. As you're searching, don't get stuck on using just one particular set of keywords. Part of the research process is trying different sets of keywords to get your desired results. Academic Search Premier has a lot of content, so if you run into trouble with figuring out how to proceed, please don't hesitate to reach out to a librarian. Next, we'll take a look at a database that uses a different interface and serves a very specific purpose. From our A to Z list, if you click on the O's, you'll see a database titled Opposing Viewpoints. This database is different from Academic Search Premier because its purpose is to provide information and content that is based around heavily debated topics. Opposing Viewpoints covers a lot of different topics, and its homepage is divided into 3 different sections. At the top, you can perform a general search the same way as any other database. In the middle are some of the top issues of the moment, and at the bottom are some of the more popular topics. You can start with the search at the top to cast a broad net and see what kind of results you get. For example, a search for voting will return a large number of results that are loosely tied to voting. And like all of our other databases, you can refine your search results with these limiters on the side. With so many results, I suggest you change the publication date, content level, full text, and depending on your needs and the kind of resources you're looking for, you can choose peer-reviewed journals. For this particular example, I will leave it unchecked so that all resource types show up. Opposing Viewpoints also provides these suggested topics that could be relevant for your research. Take a look at those if you're having trouble finding the exact kind of content you're searching for. If you're looking for a specific type of resource, you can select a content type at the top. Each content type shows how many items are in a particular category, and you can click on the resource type to specifically view them. For example, if you specifically wanted statistics, you just click on this link to see available statistics related to voting. Click on the All Content Types link to return to the full list of results. Back on the Opposing Viewpoints homepage, you can click on the Browse Issues button that is both here and here at the bottom. This will take you to a list of the major topics that are covered in the database. As you can see, there are a lot to choose from, which can be helpful if you don't know what topic you want to choose. If you click on one of the topics, you will get a page that looks like this. At the top will be an overview, that includes a summary of the topic, pros and cons, an overview of the topic, background information, critical thinking questions, and a citation. And beneath the citation are related articles that you may find useful in your research. And back on the subject page, you'll see familiar options to choose from different types of content depending on your needs. Clicking on an item's title will take you to the content and give you options to email, save, or print the article. And at the bottom, Opposing Viewpoints also provides articles that are related to the one you're viewing. And like all of our other databases, Opposing Viewpoints will also provide the citation for you. Opposing Viewpoints is a great place to start if you're looking for current issues and topics that are talked about and debated within the public sphere. The purpose of this video is just to demonstrate how to search our databases for articles and academic resources. Searching for resources and incorporating them into your papers and projects are separate parts of the research process, and you must keep in mind that how you use the resource in your papers and projects is just as important as finding academic sources. Once you have an article that suits your needs, it is up to you to decide how you will incorporate it into your research and strengthen your ideas, opinions, and statements. And if you run into any trouble or need help with any part of the research process, you can reach out to a librarian at any time.